Greetings. This is Ayman El Tarabishy, ICSB Executive Director and Deputy Chair at the George Washington University Department of Management, School of Business. We're going to start in 15 seconds. Greetings again from Washington, D.C. and from Seoul, South Korea. I am honored and privileged to have Dr. KiChan Kim, ICSB past president and also professor at Catholic University of Korea, with us in our next ICSB Exchange webinars. Today's webinar takes us all the way to Asia and to talk about the SME crisis in Asia due to the pandemic virus that has hit the world. His PowerPoint presentation today and his webinar talks about the health challenges, economic challenges, humanity, and the challenges they face under the coronavirus epidemic. This is the Korea experience. Dr. KiChan Kim, greetings. How are you?
Hi. Hello. Okay, my name is KiChan Kim. Greetings from Korea.
Let us start the webinar, KiChan. I'm gonna move the slides for you. Every time you tell me to move the slides, I'll move it.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I am very honored to speak with the webinar seminar. This is a great momentum to communicate again. Everything is stopped, but we have to continue by online like this. Coronavirus create a crisis, mainly three: health crisis, mental crisis, economic crisis. But it's our duty to make it an opportunity for innovation. We need to make a new normal. All emphasize distance. I emphasize connecting. Leaders is too dependent on technology. Humanity is needed. We must emphasize humane entrepreneurship. Then I will start my presentation. Okay. Ayman, are you sharing the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
It is show screen. Okay, do you all see it?
Yes. Oh, okay, now I can see. Thank you very much. Actually, first, I wanted to introduce what's the situation in Korea. At the beginning in Korea, we have three stages. The first stage, we are afraid of infection. This is the fear stage. Everything stopped. Work, school, restaurant stopped. So we are feeling a lot of stress, economic problem, worry, fear. But next stage was hope stage. We want to return to our daily life as soon as possible. So we started to create new normal. How? So we are creating a new normal, not an old normal based on offline. Let's do everything online. Everything is changing online. This is my motto. Let's innovate for this. It's an opportunity for me. So, okay, next slide, please. Yeah. So currently, virus spread to S type in the beginning. Yeah. Infection rate is very fast, so it is very dangerous. But now Korea is stabilizing because of a lot of tests, a lot of idea, innovation. So the entrepreneurial attitude is the key to control the spread like this. Next slide, please. So then the no measurement, no improvement. According to our experience, the more tests is the best way to control like this. In South Korea, we are doing a lot of tests every day, more than 20,000 tests a day. So next slide. So there are ripple effects after coronavirus outbreak. So I will summarize 3 challenges and opportunity by coronavirus. In the beginning, afraid, we have to wear mask, physical distancing, hand wash, infection. So this is the infection control challenge. So the next is so mental depression. We are having a lot of stress. Everything is stopped. We cannot have opportunity to make money. Fear, worry. This is a mental depression. So the third one is economic depression. Work, close, the small business collapse, stock price plunge, school close. So in the beginning, we are sick, but soon we are going to be hungry. Economic depression is key to make ICSB great. I think so. Then we have to change everything online. So because everything is changing online, so I will establish a new normal in Korea. ICSB consider to make a new normal like this. Working at home, how? E-health, telemedicine, online class, online shopping. So this is the new opportunity for us. Next slide. So we need 2 things, not only vaccine, but also hope. Next. So our hope, everybody is talking like this. We want to return to normal as soon as possible. So why? How? So how is we have to create a new normal, not an old normal based on offline. So let's do everything online. This is my motto, as I mentioned. So let's innovate for new normal. It's an opportunity. Innovation is needed. Entrepreneurship is needed. Next. Corona is a wake-up call for humanity. So we named it as Corona Blue, Corona Depression, Corona Mental Depression. This is my experience. In the beginning, I have stayed at the home for 2 weeks. I started to walk in the park for an hour every day. All outside the lecture. Actually, I did a lot of outside the lecture, but all outside the lecture have been stopped. School is also closed. In the beginning, I was also isolated from society. It's a stress. It's a corona depression, corona blue. Now we need a connection. We need a human conversation, human interact. Entrepreneurship is needed to create a new social value through online connection. Now I am making a new online normal. My classes are online. I am making YouTube myself. And yesterday I had 30 meetings using Zoom. This online conference was very efficient and has a good result. In-depth discussion is possible with the meeting data. So I worked for an hour every day, so I am healthier than in the past. as I am learning more digital technology, my life is changing to digital new normal. Next. So coronavirus outbreak has pushed in a new normal world like this. Hey friend, don't stop the global seminar. Let's create a new normal online. This is a very important message for everybody. I recommend to you, we need to be connected by online new normal. Let's create online and the digital new normal together. I would like to proceed to an online conference without canceling the scheduled conference. ICSB webinar is a great opportunity, not only to connect online, but also to make a new normal life through seminar. So I also suggested it to Korea government-owned research institute and the government. I suggested that Korea will also conduct online summit to cooperate with the countries to combat the coronavirus. During the financial crisis in 2009, the G20 summit was created with President Obama's proposal. Such cross-border cooperation has helped to overcome the global economic crisis. Unfortunately, now, many countries are closing each other. They are competing. Now is the time to collaborate. Online summit, online international conference are a great way to collaborate without meeting each other. So next slide, please. I will introduce outbreak in the beginning, a little faster. So next slide. So the fear of COVID is spreading with the S-curve. So next. So after February 25 in Korea, the mass infection among believers in local church. This is a second wave in Korea. So next, we started quarantine activities. Next slide, please. Okay. And the next slide, please. School closed. So at the restaurant, we are sitting close, not face to face, for social distancing. In the seminar, we are having distance. In the beginning, we wanted to buy mask, but the supply is not enough, like this. Next. In Korea, supermarket is normal, but in US, in France, yeah, the sold out. Because we can order everything by online. Yeah, online is a good way to make it normal like this. Yeah. Next. So the large scale test system. We have a large scale test system, and the notification of the result on the infection of coronavirus within 6 hours after the test. Now 2 hours or 1 hour. So I think that we are talking about Korean faster, Korean 빨리, or proactiveness. Next. So we are having a lot of innovation, innovation, Korean innovation, drive-through inspection system. This has been adopted by many countries because contact between people can be minimized. Next. So Korea is becoming a good model for early detection and the mass testing system. Next. Now we need the citizens' help. Wash hand is a great help in prevention. Second is the social distancing. Please keep social distance and wearing mask. Three things can make you not to be infected. If you do these three things very well, you can prevent infection, I think. Next. So we have a lot of app to prevent. So and then we have the app to check the mask inventory at the pharmacy. This is very helpful to find the mask very quickly. Next. What does it mean by social distancing? The close, everything is closed. But here you can find the conference closed. No, I don't think so. It is recommended not to have a conference, but I recommend an online conference. Online conference connecting is another way to overcome this kind of crisis. Next. I will introduce the more humane activities in Korea. So mainly connecting. Connecting is very helpful for mental depression. In Korea, there are many campaigns to help people in need. There are a lot of volunteers trying to help them. Next. Let me ask a funny question. If ant is divided into three parts, what is the right answer in elementary school? In elementary school, head, breast, abdomen. This is the right answer in at the elementary school. But if you divide it into three parts like this, ant will die. How can we let ant not die? We don't divide an ant, but connect. This is a humane way. Now government emphasize distance, and then people fall into depression. They cannot make money, so connection is as important as a distance. Next. So not to die, we need a humane approach for connecting. So we have a thank you campaign to cheer up medical staff like this. Next. We have volunteers. Volunteers in South Korea deliver food box to people in self-quarantined people like this. Next. Campaigns are underway to help each other, such as 50% monthly rent reduction for SME. Next. So currently, leaders are focusing on distancing. Of course, we need physical distancing, but we need mental connecting. So science and the human should be balanced. Science is dividing and distancing. Human want to be connected. So we need many ships, governorships, leadership, citizenship, friendship, humane entrepreneurship. How to make a balance? This is the key for overcoming this kind of crisis. Next. In terms of science, we are having a lot of innovation like this. In the beginning, we created the 6 hours notification system, but now we have a 2 hours notification system, 1 hour notification system like this. We need innovation, we need idea, we need to overcome like this. So we need a more entrepreneurship attitude, entrepreneurial attitude, risk-taking, innovativeness, proactiveness. So then ICSB should more focusing on entrepreneurship in the first. Next. So now we are sick, but soon we will be hungry. So it's another big challenge for us. So everybody talking about the infection control, but the humanity mental depression or the economic depression is a more serious problem in the future soon. So we need to revolutionize our life and the business model with a new normal, which is online based. This is an opportunity for digital transformation that we have been putting off. Yeah. We wanted to change our business model digitally, but we have been putting off until now. Next. Stocks permitted like this as a green economic outlook hardened. Next. Economic depression. So according to ILO, more than 25 million unemployed will be expected. This is a huge challenge for us. The severe worldwide economic depression is expected. Stock price plunge, unemployment rate, small business collapse. How to do? So we need an entrepreneurial approach. We need a humane approach to solve this problem. So this is a good experience. This is a good cases. After the SARS virus in 2002, world began an online shopping era. At the time, people were reluctant to go out, and they started using online shopping rather than offline. Alibaba became an opportunity with the spread of SARS. In the spring of 2003, Taobao started the service in China and became the #1 e-commerce site in China. ICSB, like this, yeah, we have to make a momentum to change offline ICSB into online ICSB. Next. So we need a new idea to move us forward and in good sustainable manner. What should we do? Economic recovery without creating jobs like 2009 will exacerbate inequality. This is a bad experience. So now we have to consider not only recovery, but also creating decent jobs. What is the reason for the existence of SME? People are at the heart of business. SMEs are socially responsible for employment. What should the ICSB do? Audacious plan to save small business is to start a discussion on the new role of ICSB. As Ayman mentioned, I read his article. So I can propose Corona Startup Support System. So the idea of a young man is to solve social problem related to Corona and to solve employment. This is the Corona NPO startup system. In the future, a huge amount of employment support will be required. We have to put the cost into virtuous cycle. So without the virtuous cycle, the input is just the input. Yeah. So we have to create virtuous cycle between the policy and the employment. All small business below 10 or 50 employees became tax exempt as a not-for-profit for 10 years or something. We need to make huge, audacious plan like this. Next. How to sail the ship in the stormy condition. We need 3 ships: leadership for infection control, citizenship for social distancing, entrepreneurship for innovation. Next. The world isn't getting better, but technology is. So son of Ayman, Jed, said, what do we tell this next generation of kids in the United States, South Korea, Italy? So technology is tremendously getting better, but the world is not. We are isolating each other in the name of social distancing. All are getting lonely. We are in depression. It's time for us to comfort one another. We need to encourage each other. But the world is more in conflict. The world is demanding more competition. We must collaborate. We need to collaborate more. We have to be happier. We should make another smile more. Humanity is indeed humanity indeed. We must believe in humanity rather than technology. How? Be humane. Make more humane enterprise with the humane entrepreneurs. Next. So ICSB, Ayman proposed audacious plan to save small business like this. All small business below 50 employees became tax exempt as a not-for-profit for 10 years. I agree. Next. Now we are sick, but soon we will be hungry. Recovery, we have to consider recovery scenario after coronavirus. Next. According to Harvard Business Review, March 2020. So I will introduce the main scenario of recovery after coronavirus. Next. You can see 3 scenarios. V recovery scenario, new scenario for recovery, L scenario. Which scenario do you think will be? Next. According to past experience, the most possible scenario is a V recovering scenario. We have a more innovative idea and the startup for new normal because we have to prepare pre-safe. Everybody is talking about like the L type, but 2002 SARS, you can see the 2003, the V-shaped recovery. 1968, Hong Kong flu, the same, the V recovery. 1958, the ASEAN flu, V-shape. The 1918 Spanish flu also, yeah, V-shape. So then when is time to recover? It's a time matter, I think. Next slide. Actually, I have to summarize for conclusion. So let me ask one more question. How did the Homo sapiens survive 10 years ago among 6 similar humanity? Homo sapiens, Homo erectus, Homo something, yeah. It is because they empathized with each other and collaborated with each other. Without emphasizing each other, without collaborating each other, they cannot be survived. Even in this crisis, we must emphasize and collaborate with each other. Next. Global cooperation and humane entrepreneurship is needed. The fear of infection is causing countries around the world to close each other, which is anti-internalization, anti-globalization. So humanity evolved in cooperation and degenerated in conflict. It can only be solved through global collaboration. The most powerful energy that drives history is empathy, which is Homo empathicus. I like Homo empathicus. Be Homo empathicus. And humane entrepreneurship is needed. Please empathize each other. Please collaborate each other. And empower people, expand the telecommuting at home. So humane entrepreneurship is more focusing on empathy rather than other, empowerment rather than hierarchical system, the enablement to train employee. Empathy, empowerment, enablement is a key element for humane and entrepreneurial orientation. Next. So economic policy requires relief first. Now we have to save the SME, the relief first, then reform and the recovery policy is needed, and to give people hope. So, for example, increase Corona start, use SMEs to maintain employment, innovate your business model digitally, find new opportunities in the online market, establish a bold, revival policy from government side. Next. So everybody wanted to survive alone, but alone you may go faster, but together you can go farther. The happier our people are, the happier our people are. Okay, this is what I wanted to present. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. KiChan Kim, and this has been an exceptional presentation. And I have some questions for you I'd like to ask, and then before I ask them, what I'd like to do is ask the attendees here that we have from all over the world here, if you have a chance and if you have a question you'd like to do, is in the question section or the chat section on the session itself, on the screen itself. It might be on your right-hand side or on your left-hand side. You can type in a question or a comment, and then I will flag it, and then I'll ask it to Dr. KiChan. I see a couple of them coming in as well, and then and we'll go from there. So, Dr. KiChan Kim, let me ask you a question here. What's the future? What's the future like going to be in South Korea? What do you imagine?
So Korea is changing from offline model to online model more than before, because everybody was actually in the past we are reluctant to be changed from offline normal to online normal, but now we want to build a new normal based on online system. So because the online system can maintain the physical distance, but we can be connected. We can start our job. We can lecture the online. So then the Korea will be changed more online society, more online government, more online society, company, school, which is the new normal. So actually in Korea, we started to establish a new normal. So new normal cannot be created alone. So we started to talk, we started to build together. So actually in the future in Korea, online will be more central. So we need to connect mentally with the social distance, I think. Yeah.
Great. I have a question that came here. We have actually many questions coming in, and today we have more time. Can you talk a little bit about some of the Korean government programs that are underway? Maybe you're ahead of many different countries, but can you share a little bit of some of the current Korean government programs that are underway to help individuals, to help families, and also to help, very importantly, micro and small businesses?
Yeah, so then Korean government started to save the company and the SMEs, which is relief. So then the regardless money. So actually the money is the next year. So now it's a survival program. So then we are collaborating to execute the survival plan, relief plan first. So then the government is creating new policy, and then Korean government are ready to help with the other country because we have many experience. So then we are ready to share, or we are ready to send our test kit. So actually the Korean test kit is actually, as far as I know, the best kit to make the very best to know the result, right?
Yeah.
So okay, yeah.
So
another,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, please go ahead.
Okay. So another is all countries closing their doors. So this is not good. Yeah, we have to collaborate countries like the G20. So then the Korean government is trying to have a discussion not through the offline the country summit, but the online summit, so that we can share and then you can support and we can get support from other country. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So this is a little bit a complex question here, but I'm going to try to divide it up into two parts here. It says, how are the people in the society, in your society, that are less fortunate? Not because we have different levels, but let's talk about the people that are less fortunate. As we become more digital, we still need, goods in place, or hard goods, as they mentioned. How do you see the production of these goods changing? Because now everything is changing. How do you see this, and how does this tie the people that are in need, that are less fortunate?
Yeah. So then, for example, actually, I am staying home, and I can actually I wanted to produce YouTube by myself. Now I can produce YouTube by myself, and then I have more time to research. So actually, in a month, I can publish a book for overcoming coronavirus problem like this. So engagement is getting higher, but actually the time to work is getting less, but engagement is getting higher. So productivity is getting better, I think. Yeah. So we have to find how to solve current offline distancing problem like this. So this is a good way. So I named it as a new normal and digital business model innovation, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so the complexity and the difficulty of the questions are increasing, Dr. KiChan Kim. Here's another one. How can the Korean approach be applied to developing countries? Not all countries are the same in terms of technology, capacity, organization. What's one way of applying this to other developing countries?
Yeah, so the first for SME in underdeveloped country, so they need the online system first. Yeah. Information sharing, and the best things for SME in coronavirus is the online connecting system, but they don't have. So the online communicating system, internet system, is more important than supporting money, I think. So because in Korea, so offline is getting worse, but online, for example, in the morning I order what I want by online, then in the evening I can get. So then this is my recommendation for SME in underdeveloped country. And for government, actually the social distancing is very difficult. For example, in local church in Korea, they wanted to meet together closely, too many contact. So then the actual religious meeting is very dangerous for coronavirus infection, because coronavirus is very fast to be infected. So then social distancing is important. How to maintain the social distance, and another is how to connect.
Okay, so talking about social distancing, this is a question directed about humane entrepreneurship. Okay. Many of the Korean examples of humane entrepreneurship are characterized by high touch relationships between company, associates, suppliers, customers, and the community. But yet, Dr. KiChan, you talked about technology as a solution, where you order something in the morning and it comes in the evening. Are we talking about two separate things? Will technology make less humane entrepreneurship? or is there a relationship or not?
Okay, the technology is helpful to make us humane, because now it's difficult to communicate with them, but through Zoom, through webinar, we can talk like this. But in Korea, so as long as we can make a distance, we can meet. For example, so not many people at the same time, the 2-meter distance is important. So then we are having meeting and we are going to talk. So everybody is focusing on distance, but I don't think so. As long as you can make the 1 meter, 2 meter the distance with the mask, this is okay. So don't worry about that. 2-meter distance is a good way not to be infected. So then the technology and the humane approach is going to be balanced. So technology is good, but we have to use for humanity. This is what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Okay. One last question that's being asked here, right? If we take a summary of your presentation, and that's what they're asking here, right? What are 3 things that you should recommend to people saying, from Korea, here are 3 key points I want to share with the world, with the ICSB members, with everyone? What might that be? 3 key messages or 3 key points.
Yeah. Number 1 is, of course, the distance, physical distance is important for preventing infection. The connecting is as important as distancing, because we have 3 crises: the health crisis and the mental crisis. So humanity is needed. So then I wanted to more focusing on connection. The key issue number 1 is connection. Number 2 is a new normal. We have to create new normal. We wanted to return back normal as soon as possible. It's impossible to return back old normal based on new normal. So based on offline. So we need to build a new normal based on online system. This is a new normal is the number 2. Number 3 is collaboration and empathy. We need more collaboration, but we are competing, we are conflicting. So the collaboration and the empathy is needed. So to summarize, the connection, new normal, collaboration, and empathy. Yes, so the keyword is important.
And that is the message from Korea. We are very honored and privileged to have you share your time and the Asia experience, the Korea experience with the world. But I'm going to ask you one last thing. I'm going to give you 2 minutes on the last webinar, and I'm going to ask you to share the same message, not in English, but in Korean. So we have it on record. So anybody that watches will listen to you as well in Korean speak on this. So the floor is yours for 2 minutes to speak in Korean the same message that you shared with us.
In Korean?
Yes.
Okay, 한국 여러분 안녕하세요. 우리가 거리두기를 강조하고 있지만 우리가 연결되어야 합니다. 인간성, 인류애가 더 중요합니다. 그래서 지금은 갈등하고 있지만 협력해야 됩니다. 그래서 이것이 새로운 노말을 만들 수 있을 때 우리는 새로운 기회를 만들 수 있습니다. 지금은 비즈니스 모델, 우리들의 생활을 온라인으로 바꾸는 좋은 기회입니다. 아무쪼록 여러분들 건강하시기 바랍니다. Thank you very much in Korean. Okay, I did.
We are delighted. We are honored to have you with us here. And they have asked us to share the slides. We will share them with the people that have registered for this webinar. And we want to thank you again, Dr. KiChan Kim, ICSB past president and professor at Catholic University. Tomorrow, we will continue with the ICSB exchange webinars, but we're going to go from Asia to Europe with Dr. Hartmut. Meyer from Germany, and he will share the Europe-Germany experience so far and what is happening there. Thank you very much for all joining us here. Have a safe evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is Ayman El Tarabishy, ICSB Executive Director and Deputy Chair of the Department of Management at the George Washington School of Business. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.